Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm taking a discerning look through my scrapbook inventory. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sorting through my paper crafting supplies to pass on what no longer inspires me, reorganize what I want to create with, and make room for anything new that I may want to bring home. So let's keep going through this box marked masculine. So just so you know, in my craft room, it refers to not just theme but color family. So sometimes the theme isn't necessarily masculine, but the color family is, if that makes any sense. So then we have these clear stickers. They can go, I don't use them. These I'll throw those in my alphabet box. That one can go. This was on my desk from before. I was going to see if it matched with this stuff. We have Cocoa Vanilla Studio Boys Rule, some self-adhesive enamel dots. We have Bo Bunny clear stickers. I don't even really like clear stickers. Why would I buy those? I have some legendary clear stickers from Cocoa Vanilla. I have some legendary Cocoa Vanilla Flare. What's this one? Legendary ephemera pack. Sticker sheets from Boys Rule and legendary. Random punched heart. Okay, and then the paper looks very random. Okay, so we have Life in Color, Bo Bunny. This is a basic gray paper. I wonder if I just used one of these to pull in paper, because that's kind of what it looks like at this point. That's actually from Legendary. This one is. Interesting. And then this one is, it looks like from a paper pad. I wonder what I did with this. Looks like I cut out a bunch of squares and then left them in here. It's weird. Maybe frames. This is a random black and white paper pad paper. That must have been what I did, is just went through and found things that coordinated that, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I like the color combo. Here's some more of that Bo Bunny Life in Color. This is Bo Bunny Life in Color. And it must coordinate with this legendary stuff. Okay. On the back of this, because I have two. Oh yeah, that's usable too. Okay. This one. Life in Color. Yep. More Life in Color. Okay, so these are all the Life in Color papers. And I think, was there another one at the very beginning? Yes. Okay. And that went with this. Set aside for a moment. Legendary. Legendary, legendary. Okay, so that was the issue, is that I only had 3 pieces of paper. I had the sticker sheet from the previous boy collection. I had rub-ons and, nope, those are stickers. A die cut pack and this, and then that one. I don't feel like they have the same color palette necessarily, but I see what I was up to. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep this, so I'm going to just set it aside and let myself ponder it after. Because you don't need to listen to me pondering. That's not That's not what we are here for. Okay. Brothers Collection Kit. This is another Echo Park Mini from 2013. I must have really liked these. Aw, that's a cute van. Look at that. Has a couple of these little vellum pieces. First a brother, then a brother. First a bother, then a brother, now a friend. With a brother like this, who needs enemies? Well, we probably have a few pictures that goes with that. The sticker sheet, we can pull the alpha and put it with my other things. These papers are usually something that my kids wrote on. That's why that's in there, is something that one of my kids wrote about his brother, and I wanted to save it for some journaling. Brothers. So this is all from the actual Brothers collection, except for this piece. And it doesn't match exactly, so I'm pulling it out. Everything else is still from the collection, it seems. I probably put this in here to inspire me, but I'm going to take it out and put it with my memorabilia, where I would go looking for it. We have, here's another sheet of the legendary paper, so that needs to go down there. And I'll just set these aside. This. Okay, so I think we can hang on to the brothers thing. I like it still. There's enough in there to make a few pages. What do we have here? Oh boy, okay. So, this is part of the problem. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, no, I don't want to open that. Which is why it's not getting scrapbooked with, first of all. And second of all, it's also why I have to do it this way. I have to go through it. I have to do the things. So this is from Ina. She cut me out a truck. We have a rub-on sheet. This is not from Life in Color. This looks like it goes with that other collection that we were looking at from Bo Bunny. So I will go back and see if I can find where that belongs. This is an alphabet sheet. It has no A's, no E's. It can go. We have some pieces that I cut and made into stickers. We have Father's Day. No name on it. Cut aparts and scraps. Random pieces. Okay, so let's get the scraps off of here. We have the acetate specialty paper. This is Teresa Collins On the Edge. And then it changes into something else. And here's the Bo Bunny collection we were looking for. Oh my heavens. I do this to myself. It's terrifying. Okay, so this goes with this. Okay, then we have this, which is also not part of the Teresa Collins collection. This is Ella and Viv. And it's graffiti kind of style, which is probably why it's in here, is because of that sheet in particular. But do I need it in the same pack? No. Do I need it at all? I don't know. Let's set that aside as well. Here is, now this, I can see why I would put this in here. It coordinates. This can go with my other computery stuff. It doesn't really belong in here. Here's another cut apart. This is super random from, I don't know where, but it has that shiny embossing that I don't like, so it can go in the box. Now this is the actual collection. Teresa Collins On the Edge. Okay, so we have this paper. We have this paper. And we have this one from Far and Away. they're not inspiring me anymore. So I'm going to pass on those. I am going to put this with, where did this go? This goes, as long as the blue matches, I'm going to put it in here because it goes better with this one. So, pretty darn close. It's going to go in there. And I'm going to put it in the bag. Because it still has that like computery tech theme, right? So that's going in there. We still have this overlay that I like, but I don't know what to do with it. I could put it in with this graffiti stuff. That kind of pairs with something else we looked at today, fresh paint. Maybe it should go in there. And then the rest of this stuff I think I can pass on. Okay, I'm gonna go and check if this matches with some of the fresh paint stuff. So I'm gonna set that aside as well. And we are going to keep plowing through. So let's see, this one is, don't need that. They're just loose in here. This one is Simple Stories Simple Set. So this is one of their smaller collections. This one says Dad. Okay, so we have the sticker sheet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets still that are full. Okay. Okay, so this one is from the collection. So I can go back in here. Cut aparts. Keep those because they make good embellishments. There's a random fish. It fell on the floor. We don't need it anyway. Here are some smaller strips. Garbage. So I have these that are in here. This is probably where the fish came from. It's got some fishing happening. There's a mustache and an arrow and one that says father. The reds are not the same. So I'm going to pull these pieces out. And I don't need the fish in there. I'll keep the father because it means the same thing as dad. And I'm okay with that. So we'll put this stuff back in. We got this banner piece that it looks like we cut for something and then didn't use it. It can go back in there. Some smaller scraps, this full-length one. And what do we got here? Alphas. Clear alphas again, no thank you. More printables. And no, we're gonna get rid of those. The sticker sheet can stay. And yeah. Okay, so we got some things out of there that didn't need to be in there. You know, this truck looks really good with that. And is there black? Yeah, there's black. So we can add this in here too. There we go. Stick that down. There we go. So we have the dad collection. This one does not inspire me. I think I've had it for quite a while. I don't use it. So, Hershey. I just got a random sheet of Hershey's Kiss paper in here. Fun times. Buffalo plaid. You know where this should be? This should be with my lumberjack. Is that still here somewhere? Yes. Okay, let's put those together. Here's another dad. I do like that alpha. That can stay in here. It's a good match. I still would use it. What are those? Collection. See, here's another one of those printables that I was trying to get in here, but it's not the same yellow, so it's also gonna leave. The What is this? Oh, they're like those rubber embellishments. Charming, fatherhood, daddy, handsome. They can stay. And those pieces can stay. Anything else over here? Nope. Nothing that's jumping out at me. That's that color. Okay, so this can stay. So we have two simple sets that are Dad. This one's called Dad Life, and this one's just called Dad. We have Zach's Life is staying in here. We have this mini theme kit that's kind of similar to those Simple Stories smaller kits. And then we have our buffalo plaid stuff. And we have this lumberjack stuff. Okay, so off to the side here, I think I'm going to get rid of these things. They don't need to be here. I'm just going to leave them there for a minute though, because yeah. This I didn't find a home for. It's going over here. This stack of paper I have set aside. I don't know what to do with this, but I think I have M&M paper somewhere that maybe that can go with M&M paper. I am going to find the fresh paint and try to stick that in there. This one, let me see. Does this go with the other collection that we had that was similar to this? So I'm going to pull the other box, that's the boys stuff. It was more like little boys stuff, but I think this one might go. If it doesn't, it's gonna leave because we already have something similar. And then this Bo Bunny Life in Color, I'm gonna put this with the legendary stuff and see if the reason that I combined them is because of the color matching. So I will debate that and decide on it. And then I will pop back in and show you what this bin looks like after we clean up the things that are still part of the mess, right? So we have to get rid of some of this stuff. We have to get rid of some of this stuff. So we still have quite a big mess here that needs to be dealt with. And then once I have everything cleaned up out of here, then we can look again and I'll show you what the bin looks like. Okay, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so just real quick before we get to the end and show the final product, I just wanted to show that I did find the fresh paint collection, and I do feel like the graffiti stuff goes really well with it, so I'm just going to add it in to that. And you guys were probably screaming at me when I was saying that I was going to go back and look in the other box for the Grease Monkey stuff, because it was in the same box. Either that or I had forgotten. I don't know. Anyway, I found it. It was on the floor waiting to be made into a page kit, and I had combined it with that Zach's Life stuff. So I picked that stuff up and looked at it and was like, yeah, I thought I was going to make a page kit because I needed more paper. Well, the paper is right here. So weirdly, this somehow got put in two different places. So now we have enough to make it a collection kit, and we're going to keep the Zach's Life stuff in there because I only have the rub-ons and the sticker sheet from Grease Monkey. So we'll keep the chipboard, the tags, and these other rub-ons, and we will see what kind of fun we can come up with that. So that's also going to go into this box. So I felt kind of crazy about not knowing where that was, where I had seen it. And I looked through the other box and I couldn't find it, but here it is. And now we have like a whole collection kit, which is kind of awesome because I still really like the colors and stuff in this one. So I'm hanging on to that. So I still have to go and figure out Legendary and Life in Color and Boys Rule. So I will be back with a finished product. All right, I made a decision about the Legendary collection, and what I think happened is that I actually did at some point go through and find things from my collection that coordinated with it, because I only had a few pieces of paper, but I had the sticker sheet and the embellishments. So what I did was I took this paper and I matched it up with all the other papers that were in the collection, and then went to this multicolored one from Life in Color by Bo Bunny, and kind of went through it like, so I like checked the greens, and yes, they all coordinated very, very well with each other. And then same with the yellows and the oranges. And then went through here, and yes, that orange is also in there, and then the yellow is also up there. So I felt like all the colors were in here. I did the same thing with the other sheets of color that were added in here. I just checked to see, do they coordinate? That blue coordinates, that red coordinates, right? So I was like, yeah, I must have gone through the trouble of doing this. I'm going to keep it because I can definitely use it. I threw out some of the yucky, scrappy bits that were kind of hanging on by a thread. I also went through the Boys Rule stuff because it doesn't look like I matched up this specifically to this, but there was enough in here and in the die cut pack that I wanted to keep both together, that matched. And then if those other odd ones out that don't quite coordinate, like this pinkish looking one, then it just won't get used, and that's okay, right? But it did coordinate with some of the things that are in the Life in Color collection, so maybe there's, you know, hope for all of it, I guess. And then I also did another one of these envelopes, so I put all of the stickers, so there's 2 packs of clear stickers, one from Life in Color, one from Legendary. Put the enamel dots and the flare in here, and then both die cut packs. So I only have one thing. It's not all over the place. It's not making a big mess. Everything's neat and tidy. It's upside down. I do try to make it so that when you're looking at it, it's not weird, but I failed. So there we go. Yeah, so that's the end of this box. It's not empty, but you could add another collection in here. But I think the point of this is to get out what I don't want to use. It's no longer busting open the lid. It's not like over full like it used to be. So I did get rid of some things. The goal though is to make sure that what's in here is inspiring me today. So I think I did that, and I'm going to put this one back on my shelf, and I will come back later another day with another video. I think next up is Disney, so I hope you like that one. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're feeling inspired to organize something in your crafty space, and I really, really appreciate you being here and spending time on my channel. If you have any questions or comments, I'm happy to answer them, and I really do love hearing from you all. Just for the sake of engagement, if you want to pop an emoji into the comments, I so appreciate that. It just makes my heart happy. And any likes or hypes that I get also really bring me joy. So I appreciate all of you for taking the time to click and supporting my channel. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.